Basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna take the reel out of there from there right to here. I'm not gonna take as much as possible, so hopefully that'll be a little bit easier. Well, I got my fuel line disconnected right here, and we're gonna go to the next process. Well, it's the moment of truth. There is two bolts holding the fuel rail down. Once you get them out, you should be able to move the fuel rail up and down and kind of make adjustments. It's not easy, but you'll get it done. And obviously being this cold doesn't help. Okay, that's good. I don't have any fuel coming out of the fuel rail, which I did a pretty good job then. Now I'm gonna see if I can pop the fuel injectors out. I'm gonna replace them all, so I'm not gonna worry about them as far as what order they go into. Okay, got 4 out. Now comes the fun part. All right. Well, I got it out. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. To put it in, it's going to be a different story. Okay guys, I got my fuel injectors out, and the first thing I did was actually check the resistance across the fuel injectors, and as you're about to see, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. I don't know why I need an extra hand. Right there, I'm getting about 2.4, 2.3. So that's actually pretty good. Then my next test is what I have here. Basically what I have is a rubber hose hooked up to my fuel injector, to a can of carburetor cleaner, to a AA battery. On this side, obviously, I put a little bit of electrical tape just so it doesn't short out the wires, short out the battery. And what we're going to do next is basically apply a little bit of pressure on that hose, like so. And we're just going to wait a little bit there and make sure it doesn't drip anymore. See, right now it's not doing it, but I mean, before, I sort of got it was spraying out pretty good, and just don't trust it anymore. I'm gonna replace them all, including my fuel pressure regulator. Obviously, I don't think I have a leak in there anymore, so we're gonna depressurize the fuel injector. I just don't like the way it's spraying though. I cleaned it up pretty good, and I mean, look, take a look at that. I'll do it one more time. Get a close up on there. The rest of them are actually not in bad shape, but this one, I think it is. I cleaned it out already. I don't know, 3 times probably, and don't like it, so it's gonna be replaced. Okay, I got the fuel pressure regulator on. All I did is I applied a little bit of motor oil on the O-ring itself, so it kind of helps lubricate the O-ring so it goes in easier on the fuel rail. And then the bolt that holds it has or had a little bit of Loctite on it, so it doesn't become loose. So we're going to apply a little bit of Loctite, go from there. Okay, now it is time to install the new fuel injectors in. The only thing that I would do different if I was doing this job again would be to install the fuel rail in first. And the reason for that is because you would have a lot more room to wiggle that fuel rail around and get it in place. Then you install the fuel injectors in. That would save you a lot of time and a lot of headaches. Trust me, I've done it before. Lubricating the fuel injectors actually does help a lot. And also it helps when it's like 75 degrees instead of 15 degrees. Just saying. Lubricated a little bit inside the fuel rail. Hopefully it'll go a little bit easier once I try to get the fuel injectors in. And again, it was lubricated with motor oil. That's all it was. Yeah, I think that was the problem. It was one of the fuel injectors, or maybe 2 of them, that were bad, and the truck seems to be running pretty smooth. So that's a big plus. Awesome. All right. So if you guys are having issues, a little shake into it. Look into the fuel injectors and also your oxygen sensors. Or at least that's kind of what my problem was. It was not so much the oxygen sensor though, it was the fuel injector causing the pipe, the shaking. He wasn't getting enough fuel. So, but that's what it was. Shaking is gone.